Hi, Internet. We are here on the stream, live. Hello. I'm
Yes.
joined by Mirrored Ankh. Hello, Mirrored Ankh.
Hello, Miradunk.
Thank you so much for that follow, KSDM. Welcome, welcome. Happy post-holidays, everyone. We're back with more medieval shenanigans. Ankh will be joining us for narration. She crushed it last time, so very grateful for her to be here again to continue crushing it. And I reviewed the VODs, so that's huge, because I honestly last week had no idea what the hell was going on. How are you doing?
It's all right. I'm alive. A little nauseous, but alive. Ish, you know. As alive as a necromantic construct can be, I guess.
I love that. Hey, Daryl, welcome into chat. Just finished stream, about to go eat, but I'll be lurking. Awesome. Wow, dang, Daryl raided in earlier. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, Daryl was like in as soon as we went live.
Chat was like pre-bumping. Hey, y'all. Hey, Lord Kyle K. Welcome, welcome.
I did a lot of like pre-boosting as we were getting ready.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Okay, STM says, listening to your stream with Matre, I can't wait. Love it when I see creators I worked with do things with other people. Oh, awesome. Matre was on Roll for Coffee this month. That was such a good time. Hello, hello. Well, this was an exciting stream start. Good vibes all around. She's so great. She is. She's amazing. Yeah, if y'all missed the Roll for Coffee interview, check out the VOD. It was a great chat, and Matre has much wisdom to drop there and elsewhere, so make sure to check her out. Okay, so I did say that I reviewed my VOD, so I'm just gonna drop some knowledge on y'all, if that's all right.
What's it?
Okay. So here are things that I know to be true. Actually, can I bring this over here? Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm from Nuremberg, and I will return there to get married once I finish my masterpiece. So I, as an artist, have been hanging out at this monastery. I'm not a monk, but I hang out with monks, and I'm like quasi beholden to the rules there, I guess. Semi. I've been towing the line with the abbots. Prior Fern is kind of like at the top in charge. Might be a corrupt occult demon. Something might be happening there. Father Gernot is very worried about the Historia Tasfe, which is a previously banned book that he wanted to be burned. What else? You know what? Let me pull this up while I talk, because this might be helpful in a book about writing.
Journal book.
Yeah. God damn it, I'm always having to go to the scriptorium. So this is
like
me.
We're employed there.
I know, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like it's literally our job and we get paid for it. Oh, and they also say I can only work on my book during their office hours, which is total bullshit. I mean, like, I can light a candle and work on my book whenever, or my masterpiece whenever I want, but...
Capitalism in the early 1200s.
It's straight up awful how familiar the system is. Okay, so Lorenz is the very learned Baron. I kind of got into his good graces, but then I was very tacit during a dinner where he wanted to talk about Martin Luther in the middle of dinner, and everyone was like, no.
He wanted to talk about Martin Luther in the middle of a Catholic abbey with all of the Catholic brothers present.
Yes.
That went about as well as you think it did.
If I'm not sure if they all wear underwear, but if they did, they would definitely be in a twist with the expressions that I got on those characters. I said nothing. I regret that because I feel like I missed a dialogue tree where I could have talked to good old what's his face. What else? Oh, okay. So Klaus Drucker had invited us over for supper that day. We didn't go, so I wanted to follow up with Klaus. Where's Klaus? This is way more helpful than me just talking at nothing. Okay, so there's Lord Rothvogel. He's kind of like a mover and shaker, and if I kissed his ass enough, I feel like he could help me with my art. That's a thing.
Also kind of a dick.
Kind of a dick. So
He hates our best friend, Piero.
Piero is a sweet monk. Where's Piero?
Was it ill Peter, maybe?
Is it? Oh no, Peter's the farmer. Do you see him? Piero?
I saw like an ill Peter, but clearly I was incorrect.
Oh, is that him? Brother Adok? No. No, Brother Adok apparently loves anagrams and fish, though. Huh. Oh, Brother Florian has a side quest for us to get some medicine. I did notice that.
You missed that one.
Yeah, that was from the first day. So here's our current side quest. We can break into the library to find out the occult symbols that potentially the head of the abbey is dabbling in. We saw a ghost by the aqueduct. That was weird. Oh, Sebhat? Do you remember Sebhat?
Not at all.
Sebhat is the one that's like beautifully drawn in like different colors than everyone. He's got like orange robes.
I wonder if you can scroll further down. Yeah, you can. There we go. So Piero's going to be much further down in the scroll.
Oh.
Because it's showing what pages they're on.
There he is. Oh, damn. Come back, Piero. I see. So, yes, there's Piero. Creaky bones. Good heart. There's Sebhat. He invited us. So he's going back to Rome. I think he's originally from Ethiopia. He invited us to dinner. So we can go hang out with Sebhat for dinner.
He's also nifty because he's drawn in, from what I understand, like classic Ethiopian style, compared to everyone else who's drawn in illuminated European style. It's very, very good.
So cool. I hope they do more like that. That's awesome. Oh, side quest also. We have to keep the Tootsies dry. I've written that down here.
Right, we have to keep the Tootsies dry. Otherwise, we have like what were our health meters again? It was
Tootsies and being a bitch.
Right. If we want our being a bitch relatively like middling to high, but we want our Tootsie dryness pretty low. Our Tootsies are at risk today because there's been some pretty major flooding.
It's raining. Oh yeah, the last thing we learned was that
I should add that to the master list of notes that I have.
Yeah, the aqueduct was like flooding potentially the cemetery, and the guy was like, "Yo, you have to take care of this. This is a structural problem." And they're like, "We don't want to dig up all the dead bodies." So that's totally not going to be a problem for us.
Not at all. The church is definitely not going to collapse over here.
Though I was thinking about it, and I was like, what if it has to do with the blockage by the aqueduct where we saw the ghost?
Because that might have been one of the old draining bits. Yeah, that makes sense.
See, I've got my A game on today. I'm ready.
Here we go.
Oh, and then there was one more thing, though. The book? So we did a side quest in episode 1 with Illuminata, and she wanted to burn a forbidden book. We said no.
We still have that book, right?
We do, and like, the Baron has another copy of it. So I'm not sure how we get to talk to the Baron about that, but that seems really important. So that's all I got. Anything else that you would like to surface as a side quest and or point of interest?
We know that a number of the saints were, the martyred saints here in this city were older Romans who converted to the faith, or were killed when they went over to the faith of Christianity. And there are conflicting / the exact same story in which it addresses this both ways, and both sides are like, nah, the other one can't be the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, in this one, I remember Mars was the god figure. And then, of course, in the Christian one, it's baptism is what allows for the curse to be broken.
So we know that we're at least learning more about... We know at least as the game goes on, or can predict that as the game goes on, we're going to deal a lot more with the Roman culture of the city and how that impacts everything, I'm assuming.
And kind of how it overwrote pagan culture. And there are some people who still identify with pagan culture that we've interacted with.
And all of the books about Roman history and mythology have been put in the Forbidden Book section.
Amazing. Mischief says, in an alternate universe, each of us has a game made about them in this style, and that game has blurbs about all important characters.
I'm afraid. That could not be great.
I would love to see that book. For me, would it be a comic book? I hope so.
I'd love to see it. I wouldn't love it being sold.
How much would you charge for your book of your life story, Young?
Nothing, I'd burn it.
Okay. All right, everyone. So we're off. So we have to go back to the scriptorium, which is apparently... Oh, shit. Martin. Hey, Martin. Get a friendly greeting from Martin. I could call Martin an idiot. Oh, no, I did call Martin an idiot. I did that already, yes.
Oh, no.
Told Martin to help his family. Martin in the end ended the conversation mad at you. Okay, cool. So Martin's not going to say shit to me. Great. Eat shit, Andreas. Achoo. All right. I should get to the scriptorium. Carnot will give me an earful if I'm late again. Okay.
We deserve that.
We did. We were really mean to Martin. I found out later, though, that he's a young lad, and I think I'm going to change my treatment of Martin.
Picked on a child.
I did. Michlaus? Yeah. What's up, bud? Are you Michlaus?
Yes. So
Okay.
that looks to be my normal voice, because nope. I just didn't record what the voice was for Michlaus, so we'll just go. Good to be with you, Andreas.
Are you still preparing to leave, even with all this weather?
The weather isn't fortunate, but the Baron's wife, Lady Salomea, will be arriving today. My lord intends to depart as soon as she arrives.
Salomea. I write that down. We also learned in episode 1 that the Baron cheats on his wife. That's the rumor.
Oh boy.
Yeah. How long have they been married?
7 years now. She's a fine woman, a true lady.
I was hoping to bid farewell to the Baron before he leaves.
I'm sure he would appreciate that. He spoke highly of you before he went to bed.
Ooh, he still likes me.
He was disappointed that you didn't debate him at supper, but he understands that you didn't want to anger the abbot.
See? We can still get plot points from him. Alright, alright. Maybe we go with an order here. Part of the art of rhetoric is understanding the right form in which to persuade someone. That was not the right form for the abbot.
My lord always wants to discuss things when the mood hits him. He's often alone in feeling it, unfortunately.
Is there any chance I could redeem myself in the Baron's eyes? Okay, so I suggested the Wrens would find little entertainment in you. Yeah, because he was a dick and I wanted to ditch him. I did express fascination at Luther's ideas. I addressed him respectfully. But I got double reds on to not debate.
Perhaps not on this occasion.
Michlaus! We're failing everything.
I believe you may have offended the Baron in some other way as well.
What the shit? Some way?
Or some ways. I would not fret too much about it, Master Muller. He is a forgiving man. And/or he forgets very easily.
Where has your master gone then?
He went for a walk early in the morning. He didn't say when he'd be back.
That seems odd, given the weather.
Not odd for him. My lord enjoys hiking in all sorts of weather. A little rain never bothered him. I can sympathize. We Swabians enjoy a good walk through nature, even in such conditions.
Writing this down, that Michlaus is Swabian. And they like walking in nature.
Yes, I chose the right voice then, because that sounds very Eastern European.
I like Swabian. The Baron seems to be quite an unusual man in many ways.
It may be so. I only know him as my lord for these last 7 years.
7 years is a long freaking time, Michlaus.
That reminds me. Did you see a short, surly-looking young man in a hat on your way out this morning?
I did. Oh, God. So clearly...
Surely you don't mean me.
Clearly the order one is... It's problematic sometimes. Oh, shit.
However, that is a move.
Yeah, it is. It's getting real close to Michlaus there. Okay. I'm gonna say... Okay, so what do we know about Martin? He was, like, peeking through the window of their house yesterday. And we know he's a thief. So maybe I could cover for Martin, because I'm pretty sure he stole some shit. I didn't, I'm sorry.
That's a shame.
They were probably trying to give him an inheritance or something. Did something happen?
My lord's rings went missing along with some gold.
Yep. Yep, little thief.
No need to concern yourself, though. My lord is a man of needs. He won't miss.
I like that they know it was Martin, too.
Yeah. In any case, I must finish preparing the horses. It was good talking to you, Andres.
Of course. Hope this rain lets up for you soon.
God willing. Until next time.
Until then.
All right, Biscuit. Let us get ready for the long journey ahead. I'm going to fill your biscuit pouch with biscuits. Many more biscuits. Look at how many biscuits I am putting this. Sorry.
I love the idea of it being kind of like a Pringles can shaped pouch. It's just individually stacking it with biscuits.
And the worst part is trying to get them out once you're done.
Hold on, Biscuit. We need to stop and completely unstrap this so that we can turn it over and shake it.
Oh no, the Baron might have left something in here.
Yes, I'm gonna ransack his room. Wait, can I? No.
Well, we tried.
We did try. Man, I just really want to interact more with the Baron. Go there. Alright. See you later, Michlaus. Gotta go to work.
Biscuit says goodbye.
Enjoy your trip, Biscuit. I hope they don't get soggy. What was I gonna, oh yeah. Sister Cecilia also snubbed the Baron when the Baron showed up. Now, it could be about his rumored infidelity, or it could be something else. So I kind of want to get gossip from Cecilia, but I can't talk to any women, so it's really difficult. Let me in that convent. Okay. Where is everyone? Cecilia?
It might be breakfast time.
Oh, yeah.
Because we know that the brothers all gathered up for, Nope, Prioress is here.
I guess she doesn't get to eat. Is that me or you? Oh, man.
Let me find out 1 second. Checking the list. Checking it twice. Gonna find out who's a voice actor or not. We did not have a voice for her last time.
Okay. I can take her. I think she didn't want to talk to us last time.
Yeah, because, I don't think it was that she didn't want to talk to us. I think it was more like we showed up in the middle of the night, and she was like, why are you here?
Yeah, she's like, I doubly don't want to talk to you. Alright, God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? No. My apologies until later. Yeah, that's what we did
That was the exact conversation we had last night.
They're like, please stop bothering her. Okay, cool. Let's just go to work. Oh, there's a little bucket to catch drips. That's so cute. My work.
Right.
I think Guy was.
This is wonderful. The rest of the abbey is soaked, and there's not a drop of rain in here. Oh, good thing the abb has had Otto replace the roof of the scriptorium and library last night. With the calefactory next door, we can stay warm while everyone else is cold and wet.
Ooh.
It would keep the books dry so they don't get moldy too.
Yeah, for real.
Instead of bragging about our good fortune, you should think upon your brothers and sisters and pray for their health and safety. You fuck.
The abbot's foresight saved a lot of our work and protected what's in the library. The town hasn't fared well.
I'm sure they'll be fine. More importantly, if they're not, I don't care.
Tell it like it is, Guy.
Other guy, your heart is harder than the stone of this floor, you awful piece of garbage. We offer undertones in this reading. We have the grumpy old monk, but where's the nice one?
Oh, Brother Piergo? You haven't seen him creaking around yet today?
I did, before Brother Guy arrived. Brother Piero left to speak to the abbot some time ago. What? Why is without ringing the bell? It can't be terse already.
Oh man, something's wrong.
I pray it stops soon. Such a cacophony is an assault on my frail ears.
Oh man.
It's not stopping after 2 bell rings.
That's a medieval emergency.
I suppose this means we're being summoned to the chapter house. God, give me the strength to endure the rain.
I'll put you in my pocket, Adoc. Come with me.
All right, I appreciate your pocket of holding. I will get my platform shoes so I do not sink too deep. It's 50 feet, old man. You'll live. Well, he was a nervous Nancy, but now, like, he's really mean. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean,
God,
he was...
give me the strength to endure this fucker.
I feel like he was hated in the first time we saw him, but he didn't really give me reason to hate him. I kind of defended him, and now he's really showing his true colors. Is that guy covered in spider webs?
It could also be that his what is it? What are those things called? Habit is old.
It's still not stopping. What's going on? This can't all be because of the storm. I should see what's the matter.
Or if it's because of the Luther stuff. Or Piero. Oh no.
Oh no, is Piero dead? Oh shit. Oh no. Beljorian, love the dramatic reading. Thank you. We are joined by Mirrored Ankh, who's doing most of the dramatic voices. So this has been a joy. What was originally a chore is now a joy. So thank you, Ankh.
We've also, if you check our Twitters, provided you the art that you all were screaming for last session of Martin Luther photoshopped on top of
Wait, let me pull this up. You put it on Twitter?
Yeah.
Did you Photoshop that?
I did.
Oh my god, I'm retweeting it right now.
It's there was a joke that Martin Luther is the final boss of this game. But we decided that the boss fight is like Goku.
Yeah, let me put that in chat. All right, we just heard a scream. To the
Did
oh
someone
shit.
get stabbed?
God damn it. Piero! Piero! Oh, is this sacristy open? Damn, okay.
Let me take advantage of my friend's death.
Just real quick. Ah!
What?
That's coming from down the hall. Maybe the chapter house. Ah! I think those screams were coming from the chapter house. Ah! I think something terrible has... Oh, wait. Is that you? Shit.
We didn't establish this, but I can take it if you would like.
I can take Sabat.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I don't
We'll
want
add it
to. I don't
to
want to stick you with literally everyone. I feel bad.
No, it's all good.
Oh, he said something comforting. Shit, where's the chapter house? Gotta go.
He said he thinks that something terrible has happened.
Oh my god, there's blood on the wall. Holy fuck.
What?
I will never get to talk to this guy. God damn it. Oh my god. What happened?
I think it's the Baron. He's been hurt.
Damn.
His father, where is Brother Florian? Have him come quickly.
Be silent, brother. Brother Florian, if you please. I don't think we Did a voice
Yeah.
for Florian.
I'll do this one since you did the other one.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm sorry, Father. There's nothing to be done. He's dead.
God. Is that what medieval medicine is? They like two people just pick a dagger out of the body and they're just like, meh.
He probably checked the pulse.
Ah! Sister Margaret, calm yourself. Sister Gertrude, please take Sister Margaret back to the garden.
Yes, Mother Cecilia.
It's complicated when they're all in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh, Matha, where the fuck were you? Suspicious. God protect us. The Baron was a friend of the Prince Bishop of Freesing. Oh, that's right, he has friends in high places. Why is he so worried about the Prince Bishop?
This abbey is odd in more way than one. Its existence offends some in the church. We are far enough away from Rome and Mainz that everyone forgets about us, but this could bring unwanted attention.
Florian, how easily do you think you could dispose of this body?
Huh? Father Abbot, what are you saying?
Why are you questioning me? Why are you wasting precious time? Do you want to see the soldiers of the Prince Bishop march up on our steps and fling your brothers and sisters out of our home? Super tell. God protect us. Silence! Oh shit. Wait, who's that?
That's him.
No, silence! Quiet! Calm yourselves, all of you. Father Abbot, Baron Rothvogel's manservant is already preparing to leave. The Baron's wife should be here in a matter of hours. This is not the time for rash decisions. Yes, you're right. Forgive me. But then what can we do? We must send the Baron's man to the court of the Prince Bishop in Freesing at once.
Mother Cecilia, the Baron said the Prince Bishop's Archdeacon was in Innsbruck for the Imperial Diet.
Even better. Swift action will silence any whispers of impropriety on our part. Given the Baron's stature, the Archdeacon will undoubtedly come to investigate immediately. We must cooperate with him fully and pray for a speedy resolution. Yes. Yes, good. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Using your brain. Brother
It's very suspicious that his first choice was, where the fuck do we dispose the body?
How do we cover this up, and how do I get all of you into a pact of silence? What the hell? Brother Vacslav, please detain Brother Piero in the cellar until the Prince Bishop's man arrives. Piero? What? Why?
Because he was at the body. He was probably the first to respond.
Vacslav feels the vibe. That's like
What?
basically
Brother
what he
Piero? Why? Old not as hired. That was the... Oh. Nope, I fucked that one up.
Oh,
I'll get the voice later for it. Yep.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Father Gerna, I implore you to reconsider. Oh, okay. STM says just not realizing that different people have different fonts in their speech bubbles. Yeah, and there's typos too. Like someone like scratches out the letters and adjusts them. It's really interesting. And okay, STM says, wait, who rang the bell? Was it the guy that was late? Oh, maybe Matha was ringing the bell. Or maybe
he
he's
was,
a murderer.
they even said so.
Nah, he's a murderer. Let's... Father Gerno, I implore you to reconsider. Let's put Brother Mathau in there instead. He was caught in flagrante delicto, covered in blood with a knife in his hand.
Father, do you really believe that Brother Piero is capable of such a foul deed?
Yes. Capable enough when motivated by anger.
I had no anger against the Baron Father Abbot. I simply came across him like this.
No anger? Not even for insulting your work and forcing us to give it to Andreas? This is not a subject for debate. When the Prince Bishop's man arrives, we must not be empty-handed. He wasn't angry. Anyone who is in the scriptorium knows that. Even Guy knows that. Be quiet. This is not your affair. Oh, boy. It is my affair if you're going to make me part of Brother Piero's supposed motive. I am through debating this with you. My decision stands. Brother Wacslav will detain Brother Piero in the cellar until I say otherwise. Brother Florian, please escort Andreas out of the abbey. Andreas, do not show your face here again until tomorrow, when you have to come back to work. Nothing will stop you from working. Do you understand me? I'm gonna say nothing.
Oh. Andreas, listen to me. I sympathize with you. I don't think Piero did this either, but this isn't the time to push the abbot. I'm sure the other brothers and sisters believe Piero is innocent as well, but the abbot is worried about the Prince Bishop's attention.
I have to do something. I can't let Piero die for something he didn't do. Oh, thank you.
I appreciate your passion, but if you pursue this indelicately, you could make matters worse.
Okay, so I got my tea again. I know there's been a murder, but it has a stroop waffle on top of it.
Nice.
Ah, sorry, Brother Florian. I know it's very great.
No, it's all right. That's Waffle's really important. I understand.
Thank you.
More important than our dear friend Piero. I get it.
You know, he's so creaky, and the stroop waffle is so soft and tender. I just needed a moment to. Anyway.
That sounds really creepy when you put those two things together. I'm going to ignore the fact that you just sounded like a cannibal.
A cannibal or an appreciator of art, the art that's all around us.
An appreciation of the art of cooking you and meat. I understand. I used to be one of those people, but I reformed back in the war.
Oh my god.
Look, we did some pretty terrible things,
wow.
but I will not
Huge
tolerate
reveal.
you bringing them. I will not tolerate you bringing them back into this house.
Huge reveal, Florian. Huge reveal. Stay out of the kitchen, and I don't know if I want to be healed by you ever again.
Well, no, it's how I lost my eye. I can't do it again. Kind of a one-time thing.
Oh god.
No,
Anyway.
don't bring God into your cannibalistic hedonism.
You're the reformed cannibal. Anyway,
Reformed
Piero, Florian.
is the important part. You were talking about I'm sorry.
Florian, please. Don't eat me.
I think we went off the rails. I apologize. Take a few hours to calm your nerves and your mind. You need to think clearly. You clearly sounded stressed in those last couple seconds. I have no idea why.
We didn't just go down a side tangent about fictional cannibalistic past. Bleak Season says Florian's elbows are small. It is true.
I thought they were fake arms for a second, to be honest.
That's still you.
Go to the Druckers, eat a good meal, and come back at Nuns.
At Nuns? Is Nuns the time that I don't have to work anymore?
Is that noon, maybe?
Maybe.
We won't have much time, but tap on my window with a small stone and I'll let you in.
Okay.
You know, completely legit.
Totally legit. Let me in for what? For what, Florian? I'm watching you.
Examine the body.
Oh god, it has other context now.
Because I think I'll... We knew it! Also,
Oh my God.
we were a doctor-ish, right? Or were we... I remember we did something.
Florian's the doctor. Um, we studied medicine, so we do have some medical skill, but like knowing things about medicine.
Florian mandated dinner was the title of this quest.
I should follow Florian's advice and go to the Druckers. Hopefully it will clear my head. Can't believe that guy got murdered, didn't even get to talk to him. Holy shit.
So good news, maybe they won't keep you from going into his room anymore.
Oh yeah! Okay, so let's see if we can get into the basement of the church. Nope. Maybe, nope. Okay. Let's see if we can get into the guest house. Or I guess since we've not gone in here yet, let's see what's going on in here. Absolutely nothing. Bleak Season says examine the body.
You know, for snacks.
Why is the only doctor in this medieval society a former cannibal?
We are in former Russian lands, so, like, you know.
Did we do something? What's this?
Did I say Russian? Sorry, I meant... Oh. I can read this one, because I think... Oh, no. I can do this one.
Yeah, you can be Ferenc. Ferenc's the head baddie. Wait, was I originally baddie?
Yes, but I was also Gernot, so I'm okay.
Oh shit! Damn,
It's okay.
I knew I was a head baddie. I thought it was Gernot.
Oh, you can be Ferenc then.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Darn. Okay.
Oh, that's all in.
Oh shit! Nobody's reading this.
Oh, but... Freus ihrer Weidenholzen aufgewogen und Unterschwellungen der Plagen, den Inquisitoren in Innsbruck mein lässige Gewohnheiten zu offenbaren, werd ich bei ihrem Besuch in Cursor kein Ritual für Jülk durchführen. Bitte bindet dieses Projekt Streben sofort im Mo unserer Bidesellen.
What'd you get?
So, there's a ritual happening in Curacao right now, but we know that the Inquisition is in Innsbruck at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that this was a cautionary letter of, hey, get your shit done and get out.
Damn.
But I also don't know German.
Damn. What's this? A letter to the Baron from Prior Ferenc? Ferenc? My god. Lorenz was blackmailing Ferenc to get him to perform some kind of occult ritual. Blackmailing Ferenc?
Oh, he might have been saying he was gonna get I'm gonna let the fucking Inquisition know.
It's one thing to read books on magic, but few are foolish enough to attempt to actually practice what's written. I mean, I think a lot of people like that stuff, so no wonder Ferenc was so unsettled when Lorenz arrived. The Baron would have gotten him executed for witchcraft. How does he know? Oh, man.
Glad we came here.
Yeah. That's a huge plot point. Let's go to the woods. Hey, buddy. You want to be Till?
Yeah, I think he had his almost witch-like right.
That's all he said.
Hello, Master Mailer.
Hello, Till. Okay, let's just make sure nothing's shaken down at the mill while we're here.
Except for the grain. Da 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 da.
Doot, doot, doot. Collapse this. Yep, no, nothing changed. Children's drawings, gotta go. Something's gotta happen with that flood. Oh, what's that? Glass windows. Oh, great. All right. This is so cool. So cool.
Oh, because printing press.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
He does the woodblock.
We haven't done him yet, so,
No, we haven't done town folks, really.
Well, good day, Andreas. Back from the Abbey already? It's only noon. Andreas, you alright?
No. Something terrible has happened.
Oh god, what happened? No? Forgive me, come inside and sit down for a minute. I have a feeling there's going to be exposition.
If it's not an imposition, I'd appreciate a moment to rest.
Not an imposition at all. My friends are always welcome in my home.
Thanks, Klaus. Sorry I maybe stood you up for dinner.
Besides, I could use your opinion on something.
I could use your opinion on something. I just found out that the medic up at the Abbey is a former cannibal.
Oh yeah, a number of us are reformed cannibals.
Klaus, goddammit!
It goes right into the door.
Don't do this!
Sorry.
You up for being
Should
Marie,
I
too?
fix you a plate?
I'm always glad to eat your cooking, Marie, but maybe not now!
Well, my Klaus, you must invite Andreas over more often so I can hear someone compliment my food.
You said reformed, right, Klaus? Like, reformed.
Yes, I did. Your cooking is lovely, darling.
Not like it used to be. Hello! Hello, Berthold. How are you? Sleepy.
Back to my workshop. That voice scares me too, I understand. Let's run from the children.
Oh, it's right here.
Christ. Going to do a run of Till Hughes Spike. There was a printing a few years ago in Strasbourg, but it was awful. Almost bereft of illustrations. What do you think of these things?
Oh, man. That looks good. They look wonderful. Excellent work. I love how the ladies are terrified back there of the jaunty stride of whoever this is. Look at the kid pointing at the little jaunty... What is that, gold? Dirt?
He's planting seeds.
Amazing.
Thank you. I should have let Marie know.
Love it. Are these her woodcuts?
They are. The drawings are mine, but she did the block cuts.
Nice.
Got enough talent to draw the designs, but only she can do the woodcuts and type.
You guys are a great pair. Now, were you both former cannibals?
We don't talk about this in front of the kid. Bless us, O Lord, and
I'm
these
hungry.
your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty without Andreas talking about the past. And the present's more important, given that that's what he's a little bit freaked out about. Through Christ our Lord, amen.
Amen. Only the present. Never look back. I'm hungry.
Luther!
I called it. Why would I say heh? Amen? Why? Why am I laughing? No. Amen.
Because your character has demonstrated that he's kind of like about the church.
Yeah, but like you can't really be that in medieval times. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't just laugh at supper.
Andreas, what were the bells at the Abbey? They were sounding for a long time.
The visiting nobleman, Lord Rothvogel, was found murdered in the chapter house.
God in heaven, he just rode by here yesterday.
Yeah, and it gets worse. One of the elderly brothers I work with in the scriptorium, Piero, was accused of the crime.
That's awful. Murdering Kirsa? How could a monk do such a thing? I'm sorry, Andreas. Baron seemed like an interesting man, and I know he's been a patron of the Abbey for years. How did he die? Could it have been an accident? Could he
No.
have fallen on
No.
his knife several times, perhaps?
No.
Does the abbot really believe that Brother Piero killed him? We've
Once or
always spoken
twice
of
on
him
the knife,
in
maybe.
these terms.
Not multiple times. Whew. There's a lot of blood, but I'd rather not speculate what happened. But no, can't believe Piero did it. Can't imagine him harming anyone. I want to hear about the blood.
Not now. Maybe I've been reading you too many scary stories.
It's called your diary, Marie.
If it wasn't Piero, who do you think could have done it? Could it have been possibly the man who was trying to dispose of the body as quickly as possible?
Suspicious. I did see Lucky Steinauer get into a shouting argument with Lorenz yesterday just before I walked by your place. Did we? I don't remember that.
I think we walked past him talking to somebody.
I thought he was, like, shut up in his house. I know Lucky talked to Thomas about the flooding. Huh. I have no memory of that.
Lucky. Why would he have cause to shout at a nobleman?
Good question. Let's eat sausages.
There's probably something else going on that you wouldn't know about, dear.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not one to trade gossip, but there's a playing now sign in the thing, but you want to know, talk to some of the other women in town. Oh no! Oh no! The murder of passion, perhaps. Or Mother Cecilia.
Dude, I've been trying to talk to Mother Cecilia. She doesn't want to talk to me. Why Mother Cecilia? I didn't realize she saw much of Tassing.
Oh, there's no need for that. Look, he's a fourth rep, man. I'm sure if you ask him, he'll tell you what the argument was about.
Thank you,
clearly
Bill.
wrong, though.
Yeah, you're totally wrong. I don't even remember seeing this argument. Thank you both. That's such good advice. There's something else, though. When Lorenz and I were walking through the meadow, who ate the last sausage? The widow Kemperin came out of the woods and... Wait, did this happen? I don't remember this!
I don't know if it happened like yesterday when we were playing.
I did not see this. Did we just, like, miss things and they're giving it to us anyway?
We might have missed things.
Okay. But yet, Andreas knows about it. He's like, this critical plot point that you were supposed to see, I'm just going to talk to you like you saw it. I don't remember this. The widow Kemperin came out of the woods and...
Yes?
Well, she cursed him. We definitely did not see that.
No, we did not.
Holy shit. Do things happen without the player seeing it in the game? OKS wants to know. Apparently, because
We did not catch this.
No.
I'm not surprised. Attila's behind playing now. Ranig ran foul of Lorenz on his last visit to Tassing.
Attila's late husband, Ran?
I don't remember the details, but Ranig died just last year, and Otilia hasn't been the same since.
I feel like we went to the widow's hut, but it was empty.
Yeah.
We went in like the dead of night. I think what we were supposed to do was explore more before the dinner. Let's eat egg pasta and think about how we messed that up.
always was an old bitch, even before she was old. I meant to say witch, sorry. Klaus, that's enough. She had to deal with a job's lot in life. And now she lives all alone in a hut in the woods. There are rumors she's going to lose her property soon. I have to predict at some of that, so I apologize if I'm wrong. I do pity her, even if she is a bewitch.
Marie is not happy.
I'm sorry, I should stop talking about, this in front of the kid. She
I'm
was
hungry.
a bitter woman, child. Do not learn bad words.
I like bitter women. They taste the best.
Oh no. Andreas, what have you wrought in my home?
I don't know. Maybe he's relapsing.
There should be some exception to the law for her to inherit.
That seems like it would be more just, yes. Do we live in a feminist society? Is this not 1200?
Just being shrugged. Wasn't always this way. I think my great-grandmother inherited this land way back when.
Yeah, that's pagan talk, all right? Don't bring pagan talk to this table.
Well, if men changed it, they can change it back, those fuckers. You're right as always, my dear. I'm sure the church will get right on that.
I'm sure they will.
Enough about Otilia. Otilia, is there anyone else you think might have done it? You want to talk more about the speculation you told me you didn't want to do?
Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if she has, or if he has any ill intent, but Prior Ferenc has been acting strangely since the day Lorenz arrived.
Perhaps an academic disagreement? I know they're both avid readers. Both the classics and new work.
Okay, as
I
DM
know,
says...
because I bind the books.
Okay, as DM says the cannibalism continues.
On his last visit, Baron bought a book on astronomy for me. I know the Prior has some similar interests. But would the Prior kill someone over a simple disagreement?
It's not that outlandish. When I was in the university, I saw men throw punches over small academic concerns. What is an opinion for some is a testament of faith for others and worth killing for.
Maybe so. I've heard about those crusades. But I've never seen that sort of anger at Prior Ferenc. Not even when Gernot was made abbot instead of him.
Oh, apparently Gernot is the one with more power. Interesting.
Or he just seemed bitter but never violent. That just doesn't seem to be part of his character.
You don't know. He has an occult book.
So, Lucky, the widow, and the Abbey Prior. Anyone else? I promise we won't tell anybody.
Yeah, no, totally. There was something strange when we approached the Abbey together. Mother Cecilia was outside with some of the sisters. Now, this one we did see. Mother Cecilia scowled and took the nuns inside without saying a word.
Sounds like they have a history, at least. Biscuit time.
Farmer's bread.
I do not know Mother Cecilia personally, but I have never heard anyone speak badly of her. She had cause to dislike the Baron. I must believe she had good reason. Well, Andres, it sounds like you got a lot to look into. Prior day Sherlock Holmes, if you will.
Thank you for your care. It's helped me understand how I can help Piero by pointing the finger at everyone else.
You're always welcome here to point any fingers you want, Andreas. Just be careful around the kid.
I want to take a bite. Yeah.
You're especially welcome with the little one. Given the biting, I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Thirst for blood. Thirst for blood.
I'll be with you, Andreas. And my little child, Jesus Christ. Not my child being Jesus Christ.
Thank you. God be with you.
Oh God, after what I just said, I hope so.
Nuns! The body of Lorenz Rothvogel. I have several leads to follow, but where should I start? I could talk to Lucky Steinauer. He's probably working in front of his house. Don't know what the hell happened there. Widow Kemperin lives south here near Franz Bauer. Also don't know what the hell happened there. Prior Fern is usually at the scriptorium, but I won't be able to talk to him until tomorrow because I got kicked out. Still nothing would prevent me from talking to Mother Cecilia in the convent. Oh, really? Really?
Winky face.
Nothing?
Except for Mother Cecilia not acknowledging my existence.
But if I don't attend Brother Florian's examination of the body at the Abbey, he'll have to do it without me. Okay. Well...
I feel like we should go to Florian first.
You think? I just am worried that's going to end it. The Archdeacon's... Michlaus departs? What the... Ah!
Right, because
Wait.
Michlaus was going to head out as well.
A stonemason's anger. Speak with Lucky. Wait, are they just giving me a bunch of stuff?
Yeah, I think it's listing all of our current quests and options.
Widow's curse. Speak with the widow.
We probably will only get to do like a couple of them before it closes out.
Yeah. And given our track record of completely missing huge plot interactions, I'm a little worried about it. Okay, I really want to do the Volvel, but we can't go in until night, apparently, so I don't understand. Let's see. Solve Ferenc Cipher. I really, really want to do that one. Okay.
I wonder if like Ferenc is like in the occult anyway, but he just doesn't want to do this very specific ritual that he's being asked to do.
It could be. Okay, so the Baron's man, Michlaus, departed for Innsbruck, gathering evidence about the murder. Is the wife here, then?
The wife is on the way.
Okay.
I think the wife will arrive either later today or tomorrow.
I feel like if Lucky and the Baron were arguing, that's really interesting. Although knowing the Baron, it could have just been arguing about Martin Luther.
Especially because he brought it up in front of all the brothers.
Right. Oh, but it seems like Lucky is a stonemason, not a monk.
Lucky was the guy who, because Lucky was the guy who was doing the talking to the father about his church going poopy.
Yes, telling him he needs to redo the cemetery area for better drainage, which is like a very important thing. I can't believe we missed that argument, though. Otilia Kemperin cursed the Baron. That's awesome. We gotta check that out, I think. Cult hands. I need to figure out the meaning of the cipher Ferenc wrote about in the scriptorium. He used a Volvel while writing it and took it with him. Oh, he took the Volvel with him? Oh, jeez. I thought it was still in the house. Well, that's upsetting. Ferenc said he would not perform a ritual for the Baron, even if the Baron threatened to turn him into the Inquisitors. I feel like that is a huge problem, you know?
Yeah.
I'm really interested in the widow in this one. I was able to find an entrance to the library through the crypt beneath the abbey. A false relief opened a door that revealed a stairway. Now I just have to go inside after the nuns have left. Mother Cecilia reacted poorly to the Baron's appearance in the abbey. Okay. I don't think we'll have access to the underground library entrance currently. Do you feel the same?
Probably.
Worth a try?
Yeah, I mean, it might be worth a try just to check, because if ever... The other thing is that everyone's distracted.
That's true.
And we know that every time that people are distracted, we do other things.
Yes. And hopefully not miss cutscenes. All right, let's try the widow first.
And if it's telling us to decode stuff, we might have opportunities.
Yeah. Smokey's home. Widow. Shrine of Satya. Maybe we didn't go to the widow's house. I feel like we were just hanging out in here. Oh yeah, okay. Oops. Go back. Oops. Franz Bauer and Widow Kemperin. Maybe we've never been there. Hello? Franz?
Do we have a voice for Franz or do not? Hey, Mallory, you see my son?
Oh, this is Martin's dad. I'll tell the truth to Martin's dad. Saw him running from the Abbey this morning, actually.
Fucking rat. That layabouts was asleep when I went into the fields. He told me his mother was sick. He say anything to you, like where he was going?
He told me to eat shit, actually.
It was delicious. God damn it, how many times have I told him? Must be his mother's influence. He sure as shit didn't learn that behavior from me.
Oh yeah, you're a prince.
I am. If you see him again, will you tell Kat? She's driving me crazy about it.
What's got her worried?
There ain't a thing in this world that doesn't worry my wife. Martin's no exception.
Vibes. Vibes.
Was always running off, always comes home too. Doesn't stop her getting hysterical about it.
I'll let Kat know if I run into him.
Good. Until later, Maller.
Until later, sweet prince. Until then.
Just like he gives you a tiny kiss on the cheek. Sweet prince.
I boop his nose. Boop.
This is the only way I can take care of my rage.
It's doing great. It's doing great. Where the hell is this widow's house? What the hell?
Oh, wasn't it in the forest?
I think it's here. That's what I thought, but no, it's some smoker's house in the forest.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, look at all the cool little effigies out front. Yeah, I've never seen this lady before. What the hell? How did we miss something that huge?
Well, it isn't Rotten Baron's new best friend. I'm just Mathal Part 2. Oh no, it needs to be a witch voice. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
she's well, questionable, but maybe.
Questionable witch voice, got it.
Nice to see you too, Otilia.
Sarcasm, how original. What do you want? You must be bothering me for some reason.
Look, I saw something, but I didn't actually see it, so can you please explain what happened? I wanted to ask you some questions about Lorenz Rothvogel's murder.
Is that what all those bells were about?
Ooh, good alibi, Otilia. Good alibi.
Ah, what a blessing. Not the first time Perchata answered my call. You want to know what I think? I fucked this voice like 5 ways from Sunday, I'm sorry. You want to know what I think? I'm glad he's dead. I hope whoever killed him gets the abbot next. Maybe burns that entire abbey to the ground.
Holy shit.
And that's all I have to say about it.
I mean, I believe you. What did the Baron do to earn your ire?
I just tell you, boy, I don't have anything else to say on the matter.
The life of an innocent man is at stake. The option I should have picked earlier. One of the elderly brothers. Can't you spare me a few minutes?
You think I care about what happens to some old bunk? Idiot. Kill them all. See if I care. Every agent of the church should die.
Damn, Otilia! What is this? Where is this anger coming from? Is it something I can help with?
Oh. Well, maybe. I don't suppose those skinny arms of yours can hold more than a paintbrush.
It depends on which
Like,
arm.
say, me?
I
Sorry.
could probably pick you up in like.
That wasn't what I meant.
I could cradle you like a baby.
Wait.
Hold on. Are you asking me to do your chores?
Fetch quests. Are you too good to help an old woman out? Sit on 2 fans and collect firewood. A surprise.
Wait, it was a clarifying question. Exactly. I didn't say I wouldn't help.
Fine. You do some things for me, and maybe it'll jog my memory.
God damn it, lady. I don't have time for these fetch quests.
But it's gonna take a while.
God.
Lots of things been building up. Things I'm too old to do. You got places to be?
Yes, I do. I'm late for an autopsy. Oh my god, I do actually. I'll be back to help later.
Or you will. That's what they all say.
I am not doing this lady's chores for an afternoon.
Don't let your door hit you on the way out.
Fine. Atelia's chores? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Ah.
You could do it at night, though, probably, since that one doesn't seem to be time locked.
She probably eats dinner at noons.
At noons.
My what are we tracking? Being a bitch meter is off the charts right now.
You had to compete with the legendary a legendary enemy.
For real. Okay. All right. Well. Let's see the journal. Widow's Curse. No way. That's bullshit. We gotta figure out this occult stuff. Just the juiciest stuff. Let's check out the library, I think. I've been trying to get in there this whole game.
I wonder if the what's her face? Real quick, before we do this. The lady, can we get to the lady in the cloister?
Oh, Cecilia?
No, the what's her face?
The one who has visions?
The one who has the bad back. The
Yeah.
broken spine and sees visions. Because she did yesterday. I'm just now remembering this because I wrote it off, but remember how she said the pale horse was coming? So I guess we can't talk to her.
Nope.
It was a thought.
It's a good thought, because I feel like she knows what's up. Although, if anything, I think that it points to occult stuff, too.
Yeah.
Alright. See you later, Till. Hopefully. Well, actually, can we get into the Abbot's house? Finally? Be nice. Just to snoop around, you know? Oh. Okay. It's not even an option. That means we're not going to be able to get into the church. Darn.
Always worth checking, right?
Ooh, what's this window?
Especially with these sort of games.
Yeah, right? Okay, so we could go to the autopsy, but I kind of feel like that triggers the end of the investigation. Although I'm not sure. Okay, let's see if she talks to us this time. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? Oh, shit. I need to talk to you again about the Baron. How you walked away, with the sisters when he arrived. Given that the, Baron was just murdered, it, seems worth inquiring about the cause.
You
Why?
sound just like Guy.
Why? Do you not trust in the abbot's judgment? Do you? That is not an answer, Andreas. You must be careful how you ask and answer questions right now. The abbot does not want anything to interfere with the Archdeacon's investigation, and that includes you. Then help me. Help you what? Blame someone else for the murder? You know that Pierre didn't murder the Baron. It had to have been someone else. No. Let's do help me find justice. What does justice look like, Andreas? You know that justice does not look like Piero dying for this murder. Someone will die for this murder, Andreas. If it's not Brother Piero, it'll be someone else. The killing of a powerful noble cannot go unpunished, especially while he was under the protection of the abbot. Then help me find out who did it before the Archdeacon arrives. I am simply a nun. Why do you think I can help you? She knows that I saw how she reacted. Let's flatter her.
I do like that first answer because also the people trust her in the city.
Mm-hmm. You know what happens at this abbey better than anyone. Better than the abbot. I don't know. Do we go into, like, the politics of this? The abbot sees only the brother's side. You need to watch over the sisters and know what's happening with the brothers. Yeah, you need to know everything.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to answer the question because you're acknowledging the situation in a way that's fair.
Yeah, true. All right. I did have reason to be concerned about Baron Rothvogel's presence. Hey, Professor Claire, welcome in. Hey, Mischief. The Baron caused irreparable harm to one of the sisters on his last visit. Damage was severe enough that she had to leave us for some time. Oh God, is it the psychic that's in the jail, the cell? What kind of harm? Irreparable. That is why I removed the sisters from his presence as soon as I could. Which sister? Can I speak with her? No, Andreas, I don't think that would be appropriate.
Oh no.
Shit. Do I say nothing? I don't want to blow this.
I'd respect the wish because if it's what I think that she's alluding to, we don't want to push that one.
Nope.
And I think our character is wise enough to know that.
Yeah, I also just don't want to end the conversation, but yeah, we're going to look stoically at her. It's a painful memory, Andreas. I appreciate that? Does that mean, like...
You're appreciating, in the old sort of way, that means, like, I appreciate the gravity of the situation, so I will respect your choice.
I appreciate that. I understand this is less information than you likely wanted, but I do not think I can tell you any more in good conscience. Trust me when I say that the victim of this incident could not have killed the Baron. I need more than that. Are there any records on her, on what happened? I'm pushing it anyway. Okay. Yes, we keep records on all the sisters in the library. Not that it does you any good. You're not allowed. Could I ask Sister Illuminata to see them? She won't give them to you. Our records aren't available for outsiders to look through. I can sneak in on my own. Oh my god. Okay, we're doing this. Sister Illuminata told me there's a secret entrance into the library. Oh, and do you know where it is? Yes, I found it while exploring the crypt. Let me just put my foot in my mouth. Okay. Oh, God. Don't try it. You'll be caught, and you'll be lucky if the abbot only banished you from the abbey until Judgment Day.
I like that her facial expression changed to, I respect you a little bit more now.
I could picture, like, the one eyebrow, like, arcs up, like... God bless you. Well, I want to say thanks for your help, so, we'll see. Is that, like, too flippant?
Both are thank you. One is just the fancy way because she's a nun.
Okay.
And a mother.
You're probably right. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. May God bless you, Andreas Maller.
This also just brought up that we could probably have gotten Illuminata to let us in if we had burned the book.
Yeah. But I wanted that book to talk to the Baron about it, and now he's dead.
We'll just go back. Hey, you know that book we were going to burn? The guy I wanted to talk to you about it's dead. You want it now?
Just light it on fire with a candle. Claire, welcome in. She said, I really have no idea what's going on, and yet I'm invested. So we are a script illuminator, and we've just seen a murder of a rich baron who's going to bring all hell down on this abbey. And we're currently investigating who could have potentially murdered the Baron. Mischief asks, hang on, where is Kim? Which is from another detective game I played called Disco Elysium. And the game indeed would be improved if Kim Kitsuragi was in a medieval abbey. The game is improved if Kim Kitsuragi is part of it at all. Anachronisms be damned. Shit. Alright. Where am I going? Oh, that's right. I can't sneak in. So should we just tie up loose ends with the other leads? After talking with Mother Cecilia, it seems unlikely that she would have killed the Baron. Even so, she may be protecting someone else. She said that the Baron hurt one of the sisters years ago. There may be records on her in the library.
And we might be able to sneak into the library if we talk to our friendo.
Which one? The cannibal?
Yeah. The doctor cannibal.
Yeah.
The barber doctor.
I'm just wondering if it's even worth looking at the Stonemason. I don't want to miss the autopsy, so fuck that guy.
Andreas, this way.
Plus, this gets us access to the library, potentially.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because there are a lot of things you wanted to do in the library. There you are. Glad the storm didn't delay you.
Yeah, no, I tamped down some curiosity, but hopefully it wasn't important information we missed. What's up?
Now, even though I gave you instructions that I was not to be disturbed, we gotta work quickly. Seeing a corpse up close can be unsettling for some. I hope you're up for it.
I've studied medicine for a while in university. We saw dead bodies. I'll be fine.
Seeing a dead body is different from examining one intimately. Now then, you should probably, and no, not that kind of intimately, Andreas.
No, I
should
got
probably
you,
take
Florian. I
notes
got
as
you.
we
It
go.
was another kind of problematic. I got you.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. You've been kind of like hallucinating that everyone's been a cannibal recently.
No, it's
So,
just that everyone I lightly ask about it turns out to be a reformed cannibal. It's just strange.
what are you talking about? I've never heard such shit.
What? He hits his own head. The old noggin.
But those notes might be useful later. So I guess this is the game telling you that you might want to write these down.
Ah, of course.
I will tell the controller of the game.
Got my notebook.
I will begin by inspecting his anterior, starting with the face and head. No visible wounds, no blemishes, teeth in good condition, nothing unusual. Neck, shoulders, knees, and toes are ordinary. I need to clean some blood away to examine the torso, though. Yep, there it is. The puncture wound between the 6th and the 7th ribs.
Those are my favorite ribs.
It's fairly shallow, though. I estimate it penetrated only about 1 inch, and it likely came from his own hand.
What? Wait, he inflicted on himself?
Nuremberg inch or an Innsbruck inch?
He asked that from the first session when we were playing a side quest game with Sister Illuminata. She's like, the book is 6 inches. He's like, a Nuremberg inch or an Innsbruck inch? Alright, but that doesn't sound deep enough to have killed him.
What? Yeah, it's likely incidental. Received while falling on his own knife. I told you.
Listen, I just wanted to follow up, make sure we're all on the same page here.
I mean, it's fair, but, he must have some other wound that issued forth all the blood we found him in.
Oh, man. Okay, as DM says, and he's learning all of this by kneading the elbow.
You know, the elbow whispers the secrets.
What? Let the man work. Find the wound first. Surely this must mean Brother Piero is innocent.
It means it's incredibly unlikely that Brother Piero, stabbed the Baron, but it doesn't explain what actually killed the man. Brother Piero never should have picked that knife. I'm sure the appearance of guilt never even crossed his mind.
I mean, to be fair, fingerprinting hasn't been invented yet, so I'm sure he didn't think about it.
Now then, let's move on.
Nah, okay.
Well, there's a sore spot on his sex. Probably from the French disease. I doubt it had anything to do with this murder, though. It was just an interesting thing I figured you'd want to know about. Just in case, you had any sort of... Yeah.
No, he wouldn't let me into his room. We could have had so much time together.
Well, I don't need to know too much about your personal history.
The disease French soldiers received in the brothels of Naples?
Yep. How do you know about it?
I've been to Italy! We discussed it in university.
Ah. Well, yeah, it spreads rapidly, even north of the Alps.
As though altitude matters.
The treatment is dire as it involves heavy mercury consumption.
Oh,
Just drinking an entire thermometer.
None of this is good.
Anyway, it seems the Baron was not the most faithful husband. Not uncommon among them. Oh, no, yeah, but sorry, I had a small stroke there.
Touch the elbow. It'll help stabilize you.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Okay, SDM says, I feel like north of the Alps has got to be an innuendo.
It's Europe. Everyone hates everybody else.
I would expect a monk to be more shocked by this. Damn!
Andreas, I've got an eye patch.
You sure do.
I spent many years as a mercenary. Sex and death are common companions in that world.
Man, Florian, an ex-cannibal and an ex-mercenary?
Besides, sex isn't all that rare, even in an abbey.
Damn, tell more. Florian's tell-all book. I see.
Moving down.
I don't need to know that much tea, alright?
Other than a few blisters on his feet from what I assume are new shoes, there's nothing wrong with his legs.
Where's the wound?
Andreas, can you help me turn him over?
That wound's gonna be on his back. I'm gonna grunt an affirmation stoically.
I appreciate your appealing to my mercenary side. Need that elbow, need that elbow, need that elbow. There's a slight irregularity in his spine, possibly from an old injury. I don't think it has anything to do with how he died, though.
I don't know, back pain's a killer. Oh, shit, that's me. I was like, come on, Andreas, say something. How could that have happened?
I have no idea. Whatever the reason, it didn't contribute to his death, though.
Okay, cool.
Massage the scalp. Get that shampoo right up in there. Here it is.
It looks like he's trying to, like, rub off perfume onto this guy's head.
It's a rather dramatic head wound. It's still mine.
Oh, shit.
Darker in the blood make it difficult to see, but it's quite bad.
Okay.
And that's coming from a mercenary.
Bad on a mercenary scale. You have about, it's like spicy, you know, when you're like, how spicy do you want it? 1 is mild, 5 is pretty spicy. For a mercenary scale, 5 is not even the spiciest. You gotta pencil it in. This is a penciled in 10 on the mercenary scale. Where is this set? Okay, it's DM. It's set in not Nuremberg. It's set in a place called Tassing.
And Curacao. I think we're close to Curacao, right?
Yes. Are those real places? I have no sense of them.
I think so. Curacao.
I assume England? It's questionable.
Continent. In my experience, also, I've never seen someone walk away from a head wound of this severity.
Also, no Googling, Onk. You're gonna get a spoiler.
I'm just looking for the place.
I know, but you always just look for something kind of inane, and then spoilers pop up out of nowhere.
That's pretty fair.
Google's really mean. I imagine the force of impact would have to be quite great to crack the skull.
Quite right. I see your medical training was not forgotten.
Yeah, I didn't need
Good
to
job.
flip him over to see a gaping head wound. So that's my training, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you did. The gaping head wound was on the back of the head, not the front.
I knew it was there. I'm a mercenary 10.
You're a mercenary as well. Where were you from? Where'd you fight?
Italy.
That sounds like you're lying. I like the benefit of university study, but the battlefields of Poland and Lithuania did provide an education of sorts.
Oh boy, all of these things are really weird to say. I wish I had finished my degree. I could be of more use to you now.
There's no need to despair. Many hands would make more work in this instance.
But I could really get in there. I could really, like, massage with my elbow. Like...
And you think this town's full of cannibals. I think it's all in your head, but...
why
the
did
wound looks
why
like
did I
it was
think that?
caused by a single powerful blow from a blunt object, probably no more than 4 or 5 inches across.
Okay, SDM says, got it. Bavaria, 16th century. No spoilers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Say nothing.
It's likely he didn't die immediately.
How long could he have survived for?
I've seen similar injuries in battle. Victims don't last more than a few minutes, but it's agonizing.
Ugh.
Even so, he couldn't have wandered far from where the blow was first struck.
So he may not have been attacked in the chapter house.
He was either attacked in the chapter house or someplace in the immediate area.
Shit.
Which way was he facing when we found him?
He was facing to the
Left?
Left. The head to the left like he is now.
So he probably left from the right then. We
Yeah.
can probably make that assumption if he was
Yeah,
crawling
can I-
away from
Can
his
I look
attacker.
at my map?
We'll come back to that.
Okay. Attacked outside of the abbey, the cloister. The church, I want to say, is... Oh, God. What about the cloister? That sounds right.
Yeah, that's possible. Cloister connects directly to the chapter house, but there's a high risk of being seen. Anyway, whatever killed Baron was a blunt instrument of considerable heft.
Blunt instrument. Like the one on the wall behind you?
The part that impacted him was likely a little smaller than a fist.
Wow. Could it actually have been a fist? Did someone punch through his head?
And this is why I was talking about them their practical trainings, their
This is why
university scrub.
I did not finish medical school.
No, I don't think the strongest soldier could do this with a punch, unless the Baron's head were pressed to the ground.
That's a good caveat, Florian.
Even then, we would also see damage to his nose or his forehead.
His face is perfect.
As we call that in the mercenary business, squeesh.
Could a woman or an elderly person have done it?
Anyone could have, given the right weapon and sufficient height.
Hell yeah, Florian. Suspect everyone.
Whoever did this must have caught the Baron unaware. Save the small knife wound. He has no other injuries.
It's still weird that he fell on his own knife but only stabbed himself a little bit.
It might have been a glancing blow because there was a lot of blood on the one side of the knife, but not the other side of the knife. I suppose that he was struck, drew his knife to defend himself, and fell on it before Brother Piero discovered it.
Oh yeah, because he's probably all disoriented.
So I believe we've discovered two important things.
Hey, one thing we've discovered is we're being raided! Welcome,
Yo.
raiders! The apocalypse is here! Well, we're in medieval times solving a murder, so apocalyptic indeed. Welcome,
It's
y'all.
nice to see you, dear friends.
Hello, hello, hello.
We are in the middle of the Baron has been murdered.
Yay!
And it was from a blunt object that basically cracked the skull. Welcome to the street.
We're detectives, aka we're not. We illuminate scripts for a living. And yet we are qualified to do this because our good friend, creaky old Piero, will go to prison/death if we don't clear his name. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome all. How was your stream? What were you up to? Tell us about your game. Thank you for the raid also. And for raiders, hello. I play video games on Thursdays and TTRPGs randomly throughout the month. And we interview GMs. We have a good nerdy time here. So thanks for raiding in. Piero. No, not Piero. Florian. Tell me all of the things. Piero didn't stab the Baron. The Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy blunt object, correct?
Yep, exactly. If you can find what caused the blow, it might lead you to the killer.
Great, I'm a detective. Now, we also know that Piero didn't stab the Baron. I mean, we don't really know that, right?
We know that, and we suspect even the abbot knows that, but you may need more evidence to convince the archdeacon.
I could go for a little more evidence myself.
Oh, there is one other item of interest. I found it in the Baird's jacket, but didn't want to open it without you.
Oh,
It's a
thank
fortune
you.
cookie.
Thank you, Florian. That's very kind of you. Here, let's open it up together and read it, shall we? Okay, and we'll say it on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
You will
Your life
solve a
will be
murder.
very great. Oh.
There were 2 fortunes.
Yeah, it's weird. Here, you have this one.
We got lucky. Oh, I'm gonna solve the murder? Awesome. I appreciate that.
No, give me that one. I need that one.
Too late.
Ah, damn it.
All right, I'll give it back. It's fine. Anyways, let's open that letter that I found next to the fortune cookies.
It's right here between his toes.
I kept it there for safekeeping.
There's one in between each little toe.
A note of some kind. Probably related to that blackmail we found earlier.
Yeah, totally.
I trust you to open it more carefully than I would.
I trust you to not go mercenary 10 on it and hand it over. Thank you.
Hulk smash. What does it say?
Ah, man, I should have picked German, not Italian. Apparently, I still read German, though. The girl who died, and the innocent with her. Mateen's chapter.
Oh no.
The girl who died. What have you put together that I haven't put together? Don't tell me. The girl.
Do you actually not? Well, I could.
No, don't tell me.
Do you want a hint?
No, let me think about it.
Okay.
The girl who died, and the innocent with her. Mateen's chapter. What the hell is Mateen's chapter?
A girl? What girl? What innocent?
One of the nuns that he killed when... No, Cecilia said that she was separated, not killed. One of the nuns?
It's been years since any of the nuns have died. Perhaps Mother Cecilia would remember.
Huh, okay, then someone from the village.
Can you tell who wrote it?
It's a highly refined Gothic hand. Definitely someone with a great deal of experience as a scribe. Someone with an extremely refined hand. This was done without any guides. As good as Zadok and Dick Guy are, I don't think they could replicate this.
Really? If not them, then who?
I intend to find out.
I wish you good luck finding the answer. Now, I'm sorry to rush you, but I must ask you to leave.
Sounds like you're rushing me.
Every minute you stay here is additional rate.
Oh, shit.
Hide under the table.
Say no
Go,
name.
go, 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 go.
Brother Florian, could you open up? It's Werner Stoltz, the physician from Tassing.
The radio announcer by day. Yes, I'm in the middle of something. Could you return after supper?
I'm afraid I can't wait. Father Gernot asked me to examine the Baron's body.
Oh, shit. Alright, just give me a moment. I gotta put my pants back on. Andreas, I need you to hide.
Andreas's face is my face. Why? Wait, who's Werner? Physician
Someone
from
that
town?
knows you're here when you're not supposed to be here and
So-
reports to Gernot.
Okay.
We know at least that Gernot asked him to be here, so
course.
anything that he sees will probably be reported.
Gotta hide. In a
Oh,
very
that's-
terrible hiding spot. Are you kidding me?
Oh, it's the arrogant-looking man.
Arrogance. He's not even wearing pants. That's how arrogant he is. His tunic is open, and he's not even wearing a skirt underneath. My God.
Dr. Stoltz. Sorry, I forgot I was talking. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what did you need?
The abbot wanted me to examine. Oh, I've changed my voice entirely. I only do a radio voice when I'm outside the door, and then when I come inside, I just relax a little. The abbot.
Gotta put on the airs while people can see. I understand.
Yeah, of course. Yes, and you know these doors are made of strong oak, and they're so hard to yell through. So, I've channeled a radio voice from the 1940s. The abbot wanted me to examine the Baron's body before his wife arrives.
Seems unnecessary at this point, as I've just completed my own examination.
Well, then what's the harm in letting me take a look?
Let me push the table about 5 feet to the left, then. Doctors, Stoltz, with all respect, I've finished. The cause of death is pretty clear.
Tiny little scratch wound.
You arrived an hour ago. Would have had no problem with your assistance.
Assistance? I'm a university-trained physician. I can examine a corpse on my own without the help of a battlefield sawbones. Oh God, remain hidden. Are you kidding me?
Regardless of your opinions regarding my abilities, especially with blunt force objects and other things that can kill people, the examination is finished. If you insist on inspecting the body anyway, I must insist that the abbot tells me himself.
That's right. Flex, Florian. What? Making me bring the abbot here is a waste of time.
So is performing an examination on this corpse immediately after I had just completed an examination on this corpse.
Did you touch it with your elbows again?
Not mine. I touched his elbows, though. Seeing a normal elbow in person is you know how it is.
Idiotic. I'll return with Father Gernot presently.
All right, asshole.
I'll see you later!
That was close. Now, get the fuck out of here through the cloister before they return.
Of course, thank you, Brother Florian. I'm still thinking about that thing that Ankh already figured out, but I haven't figured it out yet. Gotta go. That's you.
Oh, think nothing of it. I'll see you tomorrow.
Until then.
Sorry, I'm real stressed in space now.
Oh my god. Vespers! Oh, this is the time we can sneak in. No, go back in. Go back in. No. No, God.
Oh,
Damn
wait,
it.
the front door's open, though.
No, sometimes it doesn't let me in. I can't get that note out of my head. You and me both, buddy. Girl who died, and the innocent with her. The girl who died. Who's a girl that we know that died? What could it mean? And who wrote it? The girl who died. Let me in. Let me goddamn into the freaking library.
If you're going to say God, damn, I will not let you. This is God speaking.
Maybe, is there
The
like
God is Martin Goku.
Wait. What y'all doing here?
Probably praying for,
Gertrude, let me in. Ugh. Man, how are we gonna get into this goddamn library? Ugh. Is there another way? She left? She's always there. There's gotta be a way that I'm missing, right? can't believe they kicked me out. I guess I can have a meal at the guest house. Oh, I can have a meal anywhere I want. Okay. I can even go into the woods at the charcoal burner. That's not what I want, though. I want to go into the library. I'm so upset.
I'm sorry. I thought it would.
Me too. I really thought we were in. They've been teasing us with this library passage for a while. I can't even get to my work from here. Damn. Okay. Can I come in here now? Because there's been a murder? Oh. Damn. Okay. Well, let's go grab some grub. That's upsetting. They must want me there tomorrow then.
Or in the evening.
I feel like it was locked the last time we went here after Vespers too, but we can always try. Alright, let's go grab some grub. Zimmerman House. Don't know them very well. We can go have dinner with the widow.
Good.
Gertner Farm.
You did say you'd help her.
Yeah. I might have lied. We just ate? We... I lie to NPCs all the time. Zimmerman House. Who are the Zimmermans? Do I know them? Let's see who they are first. Zimmerman. Is this Alpha Order, my last name? Oh, there he is. Otto Zimmerman. Oh, he hung out. We had lunch together yesterday, I think. Town carpenter. Known for his dislike of the Abbey. Oh, he's the one that tried to make a pass for Ava, and it was really awkward. And Ava was like, oh, that's nice, thanks.
Right.
Okay. Zimmerman might be cool, I guess. Who else can we eat with? Midwife Albin Bakery. Oh yeah, there was some little gossip about some pregnant lady, right? Who's a dead person? I mean, irreparable harm is death. Could be the nun, I guess. Endris. Oh, Endris had lunch with us too. Ava. There's Martin's dad. Father Gerno, abbot of Kirsau Abbey. Father Gerno replaced the highly beloved abbot, Father Matthias. Gerno is known in the abbey as a disciplinarian and in the town as a harsh landlord. He is struggling to fund the abbey as the scriptorium no longer generates much money. That is at the bakery. None of these seem like really juicy gossip places. I don't know. You have any thoughts?
So what are the offerings for who we can eat with?
We can go to Albin Bakery, Midwife, Zimmerman House, the Bauer Farm, the Gertner Farm.
If we want a roundabout way to figure out about the woman that's being referenced, I feel like it would be best to go to either the midwife or the or the old lady.
The old lady.
I might be missing something about the other ones, but if that's it seems like we're interested in that line, all things considered.
Yeah,
Although
I mean,
Endris might be able to tell us like more about like, hey, what would make this sort of wound?
yeah,
This
it
is
looks
blacksmith.
like it looks like Endris's hammer is like a pretty good contender. But yeah, I feel like the bloody fortune cookie that was in between his toes is like a really good lead.
Hey, Andreas.
Good evening, Endris. So, Otto and Ava, huh?
Yeah, what about him?
Come on now, tell me the juicy details about what's going on between them.
Not a gossip, Andreas.
Why not?
Besides, aren't there more pressing issues at hand with the death of the Abbey?
No. I do not ask this to pour water on the rumor mill, but for the concern I have for the happiness of my friends.
Of course, Andreas. Fancy talk for being nosy.
Exactly.
Well, if you ask me, I think Otto's being a bit too slow about it.
Oh?
He's old enough already not to be smitten like a boy. They both like each other. Seems to me if you found the right person, you should go for it. It's what I would do.
He looks so grumpy right now. Look at him.
I am extremely tired. I haven't slept in 200 years.
Where is Mistress Schmitten, if I may ask?
Oh, that's a private matter,
Oh
Andreas.
man, I came here for all the tea, Endris. You can trust me, Endris. Aren't we friends?
That's what the gossipers always say. Let me get my tinfoil hat, though. We're friends. I can't deny that, though. No matter how much I want to. I do hope to find somebody to have it aside as we build a family. God has not given me this blessing.
Oh, Endris. Worry not. It could happen at any moment, Endris.
One hope so.
I'm gonna set Endris up.
While you're here, do you have a moment to lend me a hand? I got some chores that are probably much more reasonable than Otilia's.
Only if they involve doing an inventory of all of your blunt objects that have this diameter in Innsbruck inches.
That's incredibly specific, but sure.
Of course! I'm gonna help this guy. He does literally nothing for me.
I'm just counting how many I put in. Now I need a hand, else they'll overheat and I won't be able to work a metal.
Oh god, why am I helping this guy?
Because you are a nice gentleman. Here,
I'm gonna take the shoe. I'm taking it.
Do it. Take that shoe.
I'm gonna
Put-
take the
put
hot
that-
part of the shoe. I'm gonna put it on the anvil while you hit it with the hammer.
Hey, you're a natural at this. You don't even need me. Need me.
We're doing mini games. Faster, Jesus.
Faster.
Oh my god. What the fuck? What is this? Oh, okay, what? Oh, this is weird. Okay.
I'm sorry, that was really funny.
Just kind of ineffectually rotating it.
Just the what is this?
Why am I doing this? There's been a murder.
I mean, you volunteered.
Oh my god, how many times do I have to do
Good.
this?
Next one.
God damn it, I hate this so much. You keep your WarioWare minigame, okay?
What is Wario, and does he have a magnificent mustache?
Look, I'm gonna set you up, okay? Just give me a second. Gosh.
With Wario?
Yes!
Oh, well,
I think you might be good together.
well, I guess we're done here.
Why did I do that? Oh my god.
Would be nice to have someone help me out every day.
Maybe Andreas and Endris are meant to be together. Have you considered it a child?
Oh, look at me painting. It's hard enough. Oh my god.
Have you considered an apprentice?
I have. None of the boys in the village seem interested.
Man, you can't find a date and you also can't find an intern? Come on, dude.
Keep at it. Oh, that's not my voice. Sorry.
Keep at him. We're fading, Unc. We're both fading. Keep at them. I bet you could get Bert Drucker.
Lost would have my head if I tried.
Oh, is that the little demon child?
Maybe. Anyway, I don't want to take up any of your time.
All right, I'm gonna get you that demon child. Don't worry.
That sounds a little creepy.
All right. Well, we just wasted a bunch of time. Did we miss dinner? Hold on. Dinner.
And you missed dinner?
Probably. Knowing us? I mean, we missed like 2 critical cutscenes.
You know, fair.
Johann Bauer Farm. Is that where I'm staying, or am I staying with the Gertners? Yeah, I'm staying with the Gertners, so I don't want to eat with them because they're boring. The Bowers are boring. Yeah, let's go hang out with the old lady or the midwife.
Yeah, I think either's a good option.
Is that the Steinauer house? Okay. Sup, we're here for dinner. Oh my god. Lucky! You're the guy I didn't talk to earlier. What a surprise. Hey, buddy.
Andreas?
Good day, Lucky. Do you have a moment to talk?
Make it quick.
I was wondering if I might break bread with you and Agnes. We never shared a meal. Also, could we also talk about the thing I wanted to talk about earlier?
I don't see why not. Agnes would be glad to have you.
Excellent.
Is now good?
Sure.
What's that?
This'll like advance the time, I think, too.
Probably.
Okay, maybe we should go do chores with the lady.
I'll let Agnes to expect let Papa later.
Whatever, I'm lying to you, NPC.
Until then.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Was nice to see you.
Yeah, kinda.
Bye.
See you later. I'm just gonna keep walking around till I find a cutscene. I can't even go into some of these houses. Okay. We'll go do her chores. Then we'll have a dinner. And then we'll just feel real bad we can't break into the library. Oh, the reason we didn't come here at the very beginning was because there were sheep blocking this path initially.
Right.
All right, I'm here for your goddamn chores. You want... What? Yes, I want to help you. Are you kidding me?
You want some? You want something?
Yes, I want to help you. This must be Ranning's cane. It's strong and sturdy. And here, the head has broken off. The break looks recent. Could Otilia have used this cane to kill Lorenz? Otilia, your husband's cane is broken. Do you remember how that happened?
Should I know? Everything in here is broken and falling apart. It broke off at some point. I don't remember how.
I'm gonna remain silent. Yeah, pa indeed. Oh, we have a new questy thing? I don't even know what you'd consider these. They're not really quests. Okay. So she doesn't give me information. I should see if I can learn how it broke. She ain't saying shit to me. The occult stuff I can't get into till tomorrow, I think. It says he's usually in the scriptorium, the abbot's house, or the prior's house, and I don't think I have access to that right now. So maybe eating dinner with the stonemason is a good idea. I don't know how I'm supposed to find out how her cane broke, though.
Oh, we took the cane, didn't we?
I think so. I don't really have an inventory, but I assume I have it spiritually somewhere. Do I have an inventory? No. No. What's this? These figures look like they were mirror carved by someone without formal training. Yeah, they're adorable. Should we go by the aqueduct and just make sure that's the same that it always is? Oh man. What's up, friends? Anything different?
Eller,
Shit.
you should have come to supper at my table.
No. Perhaps another time, Franz.
No, you should come, not you should have. My bad. I was angry for no reason.
That's your story of your life, Franz.
That's rude of you to say.
I'm not coming to dinner. All right. I feel like it's giving me like either ample opportunity to do something before we move into the next scene, or just like decide who I want to get more juice from. This is still boring as always. Okay. Should we go to the woods?
There could be things in the woods. We did miss things by not going to the woods last time.
Yeah, we discovered the woods a little too late.
Ow. That wasn't about anything here. That was about me cracking my toe. My bad.
Too many fortune cookies in there. Carving of Saint Satya. Yeah. Cool.
You just gotta get that fortune cookie right out of there.
It's a very beautiful shrine. Nice big tree. This has gotta have a purpose at some point. So far, no reason to be here still. Yeah. I think there's a place I can eat in the woods over here. There's like a hole something or other. Yeah, Smokey's home. What's up, Smokey? I've never met you before.
There's another guy here too. Oh, Master. Why do I have the same voice for everybody in the city? Oh, Master Mallard.
Yes.
We've met once before. I think you were.
No.
Don't like that one? Okay.
No, we've never met. We've never met before.
Oh.
You're lying, Smokey.
We met once before, I think. You've drawn something by the waterfall?
Spying on me, Smokey?
I'm Smokey. Well, Adam, but people call me Smokey.
You're the charcoal burner.
Oh yeah, I have to stay out here in the forest near the king. Otherwise, the whole forest will burn down. Is there anything I can do for you? They call me Smokey, but my other nickname during the war was the Bear.
I feel like you're making it difficult and putting the forest in danger, Smokey, by burning a giant pile of coal in the middle of the woods.
How fucking dare you talk about my profession this way?
Only you can create forest fires. No, just being friendly.
Although he might be able to tell us about some of the drama in the forest and what he's seen recently. I'm listing things that I'm thinking about all of the various characters. Because I feel like the thing is that we're not going to get all the answers in one go, which is nifty.
There's only one dinner. Hey, Vacslav. Oh, hello. Hello. You're not local, are you? No. I'm staying in Tassing, only briefly. Smokey, a friend of yours? No. I mean, I didn't know him before coming to Tassing, but he's let me stay with him, so yes, I suppose he is. People don't much like Romani. Most folk despise anything that's different. I like staying on the edge of town.
A very specific thing to say.
Yeah, kind of like laying it all on the line. Different is really different. Not better or worse. Not to most folk. I haven't seen you too often. Do you live here? I'm only visiting Tassing as well. My name is Andreas Maller. Oh, you're the artist staying up at the Abbey. It's nice to meet you. Most folk in Tassing don't come down here to talk. Right. I'm Vacslav, a traveling tinker. I travel from place to place, sharpen knives, mend small things that need mending, that sort of thing. What brought you to Tassing, Vacslav? Well, I actually came to visit Kirsau's library. Me too, let's go!
Forbidden library.
Maybe we can go together. I'd hoped for one of the monks to read them to me, but the abbot wouldn't let me in. What a dick. God damn. Father Gernot's a grubby old man. I think he has half a mind to throw me out of the scriptorium most days. He does seem like an angry man. He threatened to expel me from Tassing entirely. What were you looking for? It's a little much.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Well, I explained I was looking for a text about the elements. If they're primordial, as Aristotle says, then God didn't create them. They exist with him since the dawn of time. Oh man, that's a fascinating idea. Not only that, but it explains the presence of the angels and demons before the creation of the world. Of course, the 5 elements. Angels? Angels. Angels are fire and air, demons are water and earth, and the world was ether before the Lord formed it. That's why Satan appeared as a snake to Eve. Snakes can only dwell in the deep caves and pools. Never considered it that way before. You might be onto something. I did not expect such open dialogue with you, Master Mailer. Well, I shut down this other guy that wanted to talk to me about theology, and then he died, so I'm turning over a new leaf.
I experienced a great trauma recently.
Few men with your stature would entertain such ideas with someone like me. Anyway, I should get back to work. Until later, Vacslav. Okay, not gonna lie, I would love to have dinner with Vacslav and Old Smokey, but...
Yeah, actually, they're a good pair.
Seriously.
Also, he's talked to Gernot, and Gernot got very, very... Like, expelling someone for asking to see the library is, I feel like, big.
I feel like Gernot's just a racist old fuck, though.
That's also fair.
You know? I don't know. I would love to hang out with these guys, but I don't think they're going to give me a lot of juicy deets. I guess we should just go with the initial, let's have dinner with the other guy who was a suspect.
Well, did we go to the midwife's house and see him there?
Yeah. We didn't go to the bakery yet. We could pop our head in there.
Are you guys having a good day? Anyone dead? No? Bye.
Hey, welcome in, Synthetic. Thank you for that raid. How are you doing tonight? We are playing Pentiment. Hope you had a good stream. Oh, Ulrich. Oh, a child. There's a child here. So what do you make of finding only a weapon at the old lady's house? Like a possible weapon. It's weird.
It could be a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Or do I mean red herring? I might mean red herring.
Yes, red herring. But I was expecting to find one at the old guy's house too, with the midwife. Because like he was a suspect that we could have interviewed too. I was expecting to like find one in every suspect's house, but it was just the old lady.
It might just be to give us competing and impartial bits from each person, but that's just a...
Synthetic says, I love this game. We went super late, so I don't have much community to give, but I still hope your night is going well. Of course. Thank you for the raid. That's awesome. I hope
appreciate you being here.
Heck yeah. Welcome, welcome. Hanging out with Ankh, doer of voices, and creator of very disturbing lore for the characters.
It
So,
isn't just me. You can't put all of this on me.
are you saying I'm enabling the lore?
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Martin Goku.
I will never not laugh at Martin Goku. Oh gosh, do you think like at the grave of the Baron there's gonna be like a votive candle in the shape of Martin Luther, and then when they light it, it's gonna go Super Saiyan? It's gonna kind of burn around the figure. Is it too much? Is that too much?
Nah, it's just right.
Okay. Alright, let's talk to Ulrich. God bless you, Andreas. Do you have supper plans? Gret would like to have you at our table. I was supposed to eat dinner with them the other day, so awkward. No, hate you, Ulrich. Until then. Oh, okay, what do we do? What do we do? I think we have to go here because this is a suspect. I feel good about that.
Suspect and the midwife, yeah.
I think that's a good pair. Alright, we're going in for the dinner. Oh, shit. I was wondering if I might break bread with you and Agnes. We've never shared a meal. I don't see why not. Agnes would be glad to have you. Is now good? That would be great. Let's not keep her waiting then. I hope this dinner is fucking off the chain. Bless us, O Lord, these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. And we pray you keep safe the souls of the two innocents who rest at your side. They are dearly missed.
That was about the innocents.
Tell us more about the innocents. Through Christ our Lord, amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Tell us about them innocents. Synthetic says, Obsidian makes some incredible games. Fallout New Vegas is still one of my favorite games. I have not played that one, but I've heard good things about it. What were you going to say, Ankh?
Oh, no, I
Did you just say fish?
yes. I did. And then I forgot that I just said fish. My bad.
I really like the food tableaus. I love seeing all the food really like in close focus. It's really neat.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking tired, Agnes. Did Elsa keep you up late?
I don't mind it. Wait, I had an established voice for Agnes.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't write it down though. I don't mind it. She needs the support, and I'm happy to give it.
Oh, yeah, this was the scene where she was, like, getting bread at the bakery next door, I think.
Yes, and we pretended we insulted her.
Yes. But was she actually talking about someone who was pregnant?
I think so.
Okay.
Someone has to look after the women of this town, and Werner hardly cares to.
Okay, these are characters that I'm confused about. Let me pull up my notes. I don't have notes on these.
Werner
folks.
is the doctor, Werner Stoltz.
Oh, Werner's the one that ran in the room and I was hiding behind the armoire?
Correct, and he seems to be in Gurno's pocket.
Cool, 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 cool. Okay. And Else is the miller's wife who's pregnant? And Agnes is married to Lucky.
And is the midwife.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Good detail.
She bakes bread and is a midwife.
She picks up bread because she's so tired from being a midwife?
Huh?
She's the baker?
That might be fair, yeah. I thought she baked the garlic bread.
Oh, I feel like she was buying it from some, like, Weasley guy sticking his head out of the bakery.
That's fair.
Okay. That's a little fuzzy.
I might be stupid.
No. No one's stupid in this game. Period.
That's fair. There's a lot of things going on.
There's a lot. And also, I inevitably miss key details of every video game I play. So, like, that's just the vibe of the channel. Welcome. Is Elsie the miller's wife? No. You don't care for the doctor.
He's terrible. Haven't you met him?
I hid behind a dresser, so I didn't meet him.
Stuck-up ass who thinks he knows everything just because he went to a fancy university. You wanna be a town doctor? You would be a better town doctor than he is. At least you care about what the townsfolk and listen when I talk, except when it's about bread. Ha! Else deserves better than his clammy attentions.
Oh, he's all up in Elsa's business, huh? The women of Tassing are lucky to have you as their midwife, Agnes.
God bless you for saying so, Andreas. I try to do right by the women in town. I hope that they do right by me. It's a Christian thing to do.
Synthetic says between New Vegas and Pillars of Eternity, there's a lot of TTRPG fans who love about Obsidian titles. Yeah, I play Pillars of Eternity music in my games for sure.
Pillars of Eternity is good, very, very good.
Oh.
Even if the woman in question is Elsie Mullerin.
He's gonna ask it anyway. This game is insistent on asking the question I don't want to ask. Is Else the miller's wife?
Married to Leonard Mueller, yep. I'm surprised you haven't met her yet.
I may have. I don't know. Did something happen to her? Would you say she's a girl and or is an innocent?
She lost a child a few weeks back. She was overjoyed when she found the quicken, but her bleeding returned soon after.
Fuck.
It's been an affair for her, but she has been through it before. She'll make it through again.
Lost a child a few weeks back. Huh. Alright, this deserves some fish. She's strong in her love of Christ and in love of her husband.
Does dote on him, though Leonard hardly deserves it.
Okay, Leonard.
I like her. She's very good.
Yeah. I like her too. Why is that?
Miller's not a kind man. Not to the peasants and not to his wife.
I feel like we may have gotten a lot of this from our bakery conversation with them, but luckily you and I don't remember it, so it's a great dinner. Spreading rumors is not Christian behavior, Agnes. I'm suspecting this guy of murder, and I'm just like casually eating trout and talking mostly to his wife.
It's hardly a secret. One man has power in this town, and he makes certain we all know it. And take it as a caution, Andreas. Don't get on the Miller's bad side. Or do.
I'm gonna.
I respect your choice, Andreas. I will also enable you.
What the? His unkindness is doubtless what's caused her bleeding? Andreas?
He's implying that the Miller beat his wife.
Oh, shit. I thought he was just dumb.
No.
I thought he didn't finish his medical school and he's going to just give advice for weird things that he thinks are true.
No, I think he's implying that either the Miller beat his wife or that the Miller is the cause for the wife's bad times in some other fashion.
Gotcha, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like if they had said his unkindness is doubtless what, well, I guess caused her bleeding is a euphemism for the miscarriage, so. Okay.
People like to what's the thing about the times, the older times, they like to talk around everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, circumlocuting.
Yeah.
All right, let's circumlocute this accusation here. Elsa's imagination must be protected against troubling experiences. A mother's spiritual well-being is just as important as physical health.
I have tried to tell it the same, but I'm just a village midwife. I'm afraid my opinion is not worth much to a man like him. Don't trouble yourself, Andres. She has her son Paul for comfort. He's a sweet boy, and he adores his mother.
Aw.
If he is all the Lord grants her, she will still be blessed. The best thing we can do is, for Elsa, is care for her as neighbors, like Christ tells us to. She isn't the only one in Tassnu who struggles in her marriage.
Go on, hot gas.
Even my Brigida has had her troubles.
Martin Bauer's wife? I didn't realize she was your daughter.
Our only living child, yeah.
Martin Bauer's wife is Agnes's daughter, Brigida. Okay. As soon as we finish this dinner, I think I'm calling the stream.
Nah, that's fair. It's getting
Super late. Yeah, sorry, Og.
You have no reason for apologies. You are good.
God rest their souls.
Sorry, I almost choked on that fish. My bad.
We should never have agreed to their marriage. She deserves better than Martin Bauer. Synthetic says, I love the details of the way the food tells a story during these scenes. It's a neat detail that's easy to miss.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I like that. She loves him, Lucky. Oh, shit. That's you. Go for it.
Oh, she loves him, Lucky, and she had to marry sometime. Look, we do.
Found a man who isn't such a useless shit. At least we got a wolf out of it. I'll make sure he grows up solid. He'll become a great stonemason and hit people on the head to kill them.
That's a lot of anger you're dealing with there, hubby. Let's,
I mean, what? Did I say that?
Just like his grandpa.
Ha ha ha. Farmer's bread.
Now, why do you have to ask? Tell us about your work at the Abbey. You said you found something strange in the building?
Ah, now we're getting here. Strange how? Ah, that. I was repairing a cracked wall down in the crypt. The Abbey used to be a Roman fort, right? So it's no spring hen. I bumped into that relic of the Virgin and a door slid open. Was the damnedest thing. God damn it, game. I know where the goddamn door is, okay? Very upsetting. This is literally the only thing I've found out about this game, and I can't go there.
I discovered the same thing.
Huh, imagine that. Where did it lead? To the library of all places. Anyway, stuck my head up through the trapdoor. One of the nuns screamed.
You didn't tell me that part.
I felt bad for scaring them. Ah, swabby and ravioli. Ooh, should we make a joke about Zedna?
Do it. Yep.
Happening. I probably should have knocked first. Never know what you find behind a closed door. Speaking
Should
of
have
work,
knocked on the secret door.
yeah, not exactly slick. I should get back to it. Still lots to fix after that storm. This guy's not suspicious at all.
He's a nifty little gentleman.
Yeah.
It was lovely having you, Andreas. Did you like the ravioli?
It was great. Take care, Agnes. Lucky. Thank you for your hospitality. I will take some swabby and ravioli to go in my side pouch. I got it from Biscuits.
I do think that, like, these two, even if, like, we didn't get, like... I think we got a lot of good information, and having them like us is going to be helpful, I think, going forward.
Yeah, I also think this guy is not a suspect really at all, so that's good to know.
I agree.
And the death of a young child really fits the bill for that fortune cookie, so that's interesting. I should get some sleep or break into the library. Hell yeah.
Do it.
Not,
Or do we wait for next time?
we
wait
have
for next time.
We have to wait for next time, though I love your enthusiasm. And you're an hour later than me, so I extra love your enthusiasm. But yeah, we should call it. This was great. I'm so glad that we have the prompt to break into the library because I was getting worried that we were doing the game wrong, but we're not doing the game wrong. We're doing the game right. Yay.
We did it.
We did it. We advanced to the end of like day 1. Oh my god. Holy moly.
Day 1 post a murder.
Yeah. Well, a lot happened in this day. I'm sure as shit not going to sleep till I break into the library, that's for sure.
Yeah, we do gotta find that gun, though.
Wolf Bauer, he's in here now. Infant Son. Who else did we get? Vacslav?
I love the art for it.
I know, the little baby. So cute. Smokey. I'm really interested in what Smokey's up to. Paul. Okay. And Leonard. Okay. That guy sucks. Cool. Well, this is exciting, y'all. Thank you for hanging out. Ankh, I'm gonna put the thing you told me about last time in the chat again. So y'all...
Which one was that? I don't remember.
Altered Echo.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was like, there were many things we've talked about.
So confusing, so much panic. No, all good things. Y'all, if you have enjoyed Ankh's commentary, you can find her at Altered Echo Archives. So I dropped the link in chat. Go support, go follow, go show some love. Yeah, just it's been super fun playing with you. I love the random meta narrative that we're creating for these people, and I think sometimes I remember it better than the actual narrative.
That's a problem. I'm sorry.
No, I love it. It's been great. So yeah, looking forward to next week. If you can join, that'd be awesome. Always no pressure. We will
I'll
look
be
forward.
here unless I am sick.
Okay, that's fair. I hope you remain well. And we will find someone to raid. Let's see. Well, Professor Claire, who was hanging out in here earlier, has started screaming. She started screaming. Oh god, you know it's time to end stream when you can't say the word streaming. Professor Claire might be screaming, but she's also streaming, so we should go say hello. She's streaming Grease, Gris. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna find out
interesting,
shortly.
okay.
Do you know what it is?
I think it's roguelike. No, sorry. I think it's a Metroidvania.
Okay. Yeah,
Game.
Claire's like actually good at video games. I just pretend to be. So we will go hang out with Professor Claire, an actual professor. And I'm kind of glad that she popped into this stream to see this because we've had a couple actual professors pop into the stream and be like, ooh, college. So I delight in that.
It's nifty.
But yeah, y'all have a good night. Have a happy new year if we don't see you. I might stream something weird. Not sure. We'll see. But if not, we'll see y'all in 2023. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Follow the channel if you haven't. Nerdy shenanigans always. And yeah, take good care, all. Bye.
Bye.